Hi guys, welcome back to a Sisterknit podcast. I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Melissa.
In this episode, we are gonna do our fall knitting plans. So we've kind of gathered up all of our ideas and purchased the yarn and even made the swatches. And we're just gonna tell you what is in our plans for this fall. So the first pattern we planned actually wasn't a plan. We went to a yarn store and they're having a huge clearance and we found the spin cycle yarn. And so we were like, what could we do with one skein of spin cycle?
And obviously we thought of an Andrea Mowry pattern because what else would you think of with one skein of a spin cycle? So we decided to do the Tesalated Vest by Andrea Mowry, which is an all over mosaic knitting bottom-up vest. It uses 3 different strands to create this neat checkered look, I guess. We have our swatches here. Mine, you really can't see the spin cycle very much because this section was kind of like a brownish in color, but yours you can see all 3 pretty well.
Yeah, well, mine is still like, it's not as dramatic of an effect. So I'm curious to see how it goes. The spin cycle will change to be more darker, but
so far I'm really liking this. We've already cast this pattern on. Like I said, it's bottom up, so that was a little bit a lot to do, like 200 some stitches. And then 3 centimeters of ribbing. And you're like, I just want to do the fun part.
Yeah.
But it's been really fun to see the way the spin cycle changes each round. I mean, it's very motivating because you just want to get to that next part.
Yeah.
And because it's mosaic knitting, you're not, holding all the strands at the same time. You're just holding one strand and slipping the stitches that you're not using. So it's a little bit less of a mental game. I feel like my tension is a lot better. I don't know if you feel the same way.
It feels a little tight, but when I remember that was the same with the swatch, and then it blocked out really nicely. So I think it'll be fine.
Okay. Like I feel like my double-stranded color work is super tight, and this felt a lot more natural and not like I was, I don't know, so tense the whole time. So like I said, it calls for 3 strands. So we did 1 strand of a sport weight, a Quince & Co. Chickadee, and then the
spin
cycle dyed in the wool, the sport weight version, and then 1 strand of like a mohair, kind of fluffy or mohair alternative.
Which we used the Fiber MacGyver soft
Surrey silk.
Surrey silk.
Or wait, Surrey silk lace?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I use the colors Caspian for the Chickadee, Summer Love for my spin cycle, and Celery for the Surrey silk lace.
And I use the color Audin is my Chickadee color. And then I have the Castle as my spin cycle and Sage Surrey silk.
And that color's just that like bluish.
Yep.
Is really, really pretty. So that's pretty much it about the Tesalated Vest.
It's really fun that we cast this on because right now we're a part of October Vest Knit Along. I always want to say it wrong, but
October Vest Make Along with a bunch of other, I think there's a lot of people from Minnesota in it, which has been fun.
Hosted by Botanical Knitter.
Yeah.
So it's been fun seeing other people's renditions of the Tesalated or whatever other vests.
Yeah, there's also people crocheting patterns and sewing patterns as well. So that's been really fun. If you're interested, check out Emily from the Botanical Knitter. She's got a Discord server with a bunch of great information.
And it's going through the end of October too, so you can.
Yeah. You have time.
I will say I'm like not super pleased with how it's turning out, but I'm like, I think it's going to be once it's done.
Like
I'll
trust
have
the
a
process.
Better,
yeah,
understanding for it. It's just hard to like envision what a color, what kind of yarn would that be? Like this with the spin cycle, like the color changing effect.
Yeah.
How it's gonna actually look.
Because you can't see it all.
No.
Even like in the ball, I'm like, okay, we'll see. But I think it'll be good. Oh my gosh.
My next plan is definitely gonna be this one. This is gonna be for the Port Cardigan by Ozetta. And she just recently released this pattern. I think it was this spring. And ever since, I was like, I need this. And I knew I wanted to use one of these yarns I already had, which we had recently got. And it is the Noro Silk Garden Sock yarn in the color T80. And I've been trying to figure out what I wanted to use it for. And this is what I want. So I'm holding it with the Fiber MacGyver Surrey silk lace. in the color Blueness. 3 of my 4 have Fire MacGyver in them. So I'm really...
She's like diving head
put
first.
a shout out to Susie because she's amazing and I love her yarn. So this is gonna be my obsession. The cardigan is a really beautiful cardigan. It is a drop shoulder and has this interesting detail where the sleeves attach. I think it's just like a few rows of garter stitch, but it kind of sets it apart and then has that similar look with the button band and the hem and stuff. And it's just like a nice fit.
Yeah.
Like a boxy. I really love a boxy cardigan.
You don't have a lot of cardigans, right?
I actually don't have, I don't even think a single cardigan. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't live without my cardigans.
I'm gonna wear this all the time.
Yeah. And it's just gonna be so cozy, honestly.
Yeah. I used to be obsessed with cobalt blue, so this is just like a nod to that. Yeah. I still love it, just not as much.
It's so Rebecca. Like I see that color and I'm like, yeah, of course you would knit that.
So I believe I had to do a size up because I was using a little bit bigger of yarn. And so it was like really stiff. And so I'm just sizing down a size. I'm doing like the extra small.
Knit a smaller size in the pattern, but size
the gauge is like way bigger than what it is, but I like this drape. So I'm just doing an extra small. And hopefully it'll be like more of a small, medium fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good plan.
I think that's it for that.
This is the swatch for my Artisane Cardigan. If you've been watching for a little while, you'll know that we went to Denmark a little while ago, and I found one of these Santa's Garden booklets that has the Artisane Cardigan in it. And I'm very excited. I don't know if I can find it in here. It was probably later. No, I've literally lost it. It's in here. Oh my gosh, it was literally the first one. And like, just a moment for the booklet. At first I was like, I'm not gonna knit it in beige like everybody else did. And then I couldn't help myself because it just looks so good in that beigeish color. And I do have like a tan colored cardigan that I knit last summer that is not holding up very well because it's in like a linen yarn anyways. And so I feel like I would wear this color a lot in a cardigan. This is just like a double moss stitch, which I think the entire back of the cardigan is in.
Yeah, and the sleeves.
Yes, yeah, and the sleeves. It is a very interesting construction. Also, this booklet is entirely in Norwegian. I think there are English booklets available. They just only had it in Norwegian when we were in Copenhagen. So I've just been using Google Translate and it's actually working really well. I don't know.
Are you learning some Norwegian?
My mother wishes I was, I'm sure. We knew some Norwegian growing up. Not anymore. But I'll know the word for like knit and purl for sure by the end of this. Let's see. You work it in pieces from the top down, and then you seam them together, and then you knit the ribbing on the bottom. Which I feel like you should be able to just like knit it all in one piece. And as I was combing through Ravelry projects, somebody did do that. So it just kind of depends upon how much mental work I want to do to figure out.
With translating and changing the pattern. Yeah.
So we'll see, but I really like how the front pieces are different. I find that really fascinating. And you just get this nice texture throughout the whole thing. Yeah. So it's this oversized cardigan, like the smallest size is 115 centimeter bust, which is not very small. So it's only 115 to 160 centimeters is the size range, which I think is interesting, like that it's just like much on the larger side. So it's supposed to have this oversized drapey feel, which I'm looking forward to. And then in my mind, I thought it was like a DK weight sweater, but it's actually DK plus a lace. So I'm using the Biche Bouche Le Lamb's Wool, not the Le Petite Lamb's Wool, just the regular lamb's wool. And they're Le Petite silk and mohair, I believe. And I love it. It is so soft and it is so pretty.
What color?
Oh.
Is it hay or something like that? I think it was hay.
I didn't write it down.
Because remember we're at the store and you're like...
Yes. Oh, there was somebody else who wanted the same yarn. And I got it first. And the store owner was like, yeah, she had it first. I was like, phew. Yeah, I think it's hay. And is it like marzipan or something? I don't know. Oh, we'll put it on the screen, but I really do love the feel of it. It's really soft. So that's pretty much it for my Artisan. I'm really looking forward to knitting this and to having this as a finished object and to navigating the difficulties of translating a pattern, but I think it'll be really fun and really worth the process.
Yeah, that one might use some more mental effort.
I agree.
Okay, my next one that I was planning on doing is the Astrid Sweater by Pernille Larsen, and I think that's Knitting for Olive.
Yeah.
She's affiliated with them. It is just a stockinette sweater, drop shoulder, and it has this really pretty detail on the hem. It's a split curved hemming, which I think would be so nice. I don't have anything like that.
I think it looks really pretty, yeah.
And I also found this yarn at the Fiber MacGyver sale. It was the color Peony, and I ended up getting a whole sweater's quantity so I could do this sweater. And then I'm holding it with Carl,
come here.
Sorry,
We'll see if
Carl
he
was
sits with me.
complaining, so he might have a little debut. So yes, I found this yarn at the Fiber MacGyver. She was having a little fun sale. It's the color Peony, and then I ended up getting a sweater's quantity of it. And then I'm holding it with the Knitting for Olive soft silk mohair in the color Unicorn Purple. And I think it's just gonna be a really nice sweater. Easy stockinette after some more complicated things in the works. And as you can tell, I'm kind of not an autumn color scheme. Like this shirt is a good example of it. Like I love this shirt that I made, but I'm realizing I don't love kind of warmer neutrals on me, and I like cooler tones. So that's why most of mine are not really fall looking. But
I didn't intentionally pick autumnal colors. I just kind of ended up with them looking very autumn-y.
Yours is a little more autumn than mine.
Yeah, a little more fall appropriate, but I don't know. It wasn't on purpose, it just happened. All right, so my last fall knitting plan is just a simple Monday sweater. This is using Knitting for Olive Merino in the color Elderflower, held with the, I was gonna look up.
Sisterknit or something like that.
Let me look up how to say it, because I was butchering it before.
Oh, yeah, that is very different. Sisterknit. Sisterknit. Is that French?
No, it's Danish.
Sysleriet.
Sysleriet. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm holding it with one strand of Knitting for Olive Merino in Elderflower with a strand of, I believe it's pronounced
Sysleriet.
It's a Danish brand. I don't speak Danish, but it is a hand-dyed mohair in the color Indian Summer. And I love how you can kind of get to see all the different shades.
It's turning out really nice.
Yeah.
In that swatch. Yeah.
I like it a lot. I did have to swatch for this 3 times because...
Really?
Yeah, I apparently am a lot tighter of a knitter than petite knit. I didn't know this until just now, but anyways, I like the drape of this one, so I think I'll probably go with this. I think this was 2 sizes up from what she called for. I can't remember what she called for. Anyways, it is an all-over stockinette raglan sweater. I kind of wanted it to be raglan, so it was mostly all in the round instead of knitting flat. And I don't know if I'll have to like alternate skeins or anything with this. I don't know. Somebody had said you probably wouldn't have to alternate skeins with your peony because it is just so much variety as opposed to, like, it's not like a tonal yarn. It is like very variegated.
Right.
So I think I probably should be fine.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll try to be intentional with the sleeves so I don't do like one sleeve all in one and one sleeve all with another.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to just have like a basic sweater.
We kind of both had that where we had the vest, more intricate cardigan, and then a basic stockinette
sweater. I realized recently, like, I wear my cloud blouse or my cumulus blouse all of the time. Like I wear it constantly because it's simple and it's basic and it just kind of like goes with everything. It's not like a statement piece, so I feel like I could wear it without it being like noticeable.
Right.
You know? So I'm kind of looking forward to having something more simple, something nice and wearable. And I think this will fit that pretty well.
That'd be cute.
Thanks.
So I added one more because I think I do want to add this maybe even before the Astrid. And this is very exciting.
Oh my goodness.
I got this yarn in Denmark. It is Chaos yarn. So it's their soft merino and their, what is it now? It's an alpaca, blown alpaca or a brushed alpaca. And they have such beautiful colors. So I knew I wanted to use a yarn. And then we figured out what pattern while we were there before I bought the yarn.
Oh my goodness.
So I've been thinking about this all summer. I'm like, once it's cold enough. So this is the Minas Sweater pattern. And it's like all over color work. Every other stitch is a different color. You're only doing 2 different colors at once.
Yeah. Is it stranded or is it mosaic?
It's stranded.
Okay.
I know I was like, maybe I could do this mosaic, but no, it
I
wouldn't
feel
really
like it
work
would take
that way.
just twice as long then.
Yeah. So this is gonna be a labor of love, but I'm very excited for it. I mean, come on.
That's really pretty.
Yeah.
And you were waffling between like 3 different sweaters when you were...
Yeah, I was like, maybe the stripe pipe, maybe something else. I don't really like stripes. So I just wanted a reason to use more colors.
Yeah.
I couldn't decide on one color.
That was the big kicker. We looked like, I don't know, like evil scientists, like coming up with all these different, like we were like sprawled across the whole table and there they probably were like these crazy Americans. Oh my gosh.
But
it's
I'm
worth
very
it.
pleased and it's gonna be amazing. So the body will be all 5 of these colors and the colors they have really fun names. The magenta is called Magnificent and then one of them is Spiritual, Delicate, Generous, and Fortunate.
Cute.
So it's kind of fun little adjectives, but the body will be all 5 colors and the sleeve is only 3 of the colors. Kind of makes it, I feel like less busy or like makes it a little bit more interesting. So that's gonna be fun.
Well, that is all we have for our fall knitting plans. Again, we hope you enjoyed finding some inspiration from this. We'd love to hear what you guys are working on as well. And we'll see if we get all of this done in the fall.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to gauge how quickly I can knit.
Become more ambitious. I feel like in my mind I can complete a sweater in a month, but then when I was looking back at last winter, it took me a few months to do some of these sweaters. So I don't know.
We'll see. These might become fall and winter plans. We'll see how long they drag onto it, but it's just exciting to be getting back into knitting with wool, thinking about like the colder days. It's like 80 degrees right now, so that's not as exciting.
Down, which was so fun, and now it's
so
warm
fun.
again today.
I got a little bit like juked out because I was like, oh my gosh, it's fall, I can wear my wool sweaters. And then it started heating up again. And I'm like, no, it's supposed to be sweater weather now.
Yeah.
So I will be regretting saying that though in a couple months when there's a blizzard.
Right.
But it's all right. We'll enjoy what we can. If you want to see some more real updates or like real time progress on what we're working on, you can follow us on Instagram and on Ravelry. Rebecca also has her art website that we'll link down below if you'd like to see what she's been up to with her painting. But that's all that we have for you. So we'll see you next time.
Happy fall. Bye.